Congratulations! You completed this course and you learned a lot about the MERN stack. You learned how to combine all these individual technologies and build a complete application with that, including important features like file upload or user authentication. Now the obvious question is, where should you go next? What are the next steps that make sense? Well, as always, it's all about practicing. You need to practice, practice, and practice. Build more dummy MERN apps. You saw one example in this course and you learned how things generally work together, how to implement certain key features like upload, and what to watch out for. But of course, there is an infinite amount of apps you could build. There are so many features you could implement. So build your own dummy apps, build an online shop, build something that utilizes some other feature, build a different front end, use the knowledge you have about React and Node and so on, and build apps that come to your mind. Build simplified clones of popular web applications. That's a great idea as well. So that you encounter many different scenarios and also challenges. You will definitely face some problems whilst building those apps. And overcoming those issues on your own with help of Google and Stack Overflow and so on, that is how you grow as a developer. So it's really an important point. But also, of course, explore the individual topics covered in this course. Now, having some basic React knowledge was a course requirement, but maybe you can still dive deeper there. Or you want to learn more about Node Express or about MongoDB. These are the building blocks after all. And in order to be able to build any kind of web application, you need to know as much as possible about these technologies. So diving into dedicated courses or tutorials or official documentation of these resources is really something I also recommend. Now, I got courses on all these topics in case you're interested, but of course any resource will do. It's just important that besides practicing, you also expand your knowledge on these topics so that you really are able to build anything you want in the end. And also keep in mind that the way we set up this MERN stack here is just one alternative, arguably the most popular and common one. But you could, for example, also build a GraphQL API instead of a REST API. Or you have a backend where you render views on the server side based on some templating engine, and you only use React in parts of your pages. So explore such alternative combinations as well. It could be interesting to build your own GraphQL API. And by the way, attached you also find a link to a tutorial I created where we do build basically a MERN application with a GraphQL API. So that could be interesting as well. And if you follow these steps, if you dive into these areas, you will grow a lot. And you will be able to build anything you want with this extremely useful tech stack of MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js.